What is the worst country you've ever visited? These are the top answers, according to Reddit users. Dominican Republic. But I feel that it's due to my family's choice of holiday. The hotel was on the beach, but the beach was man-made, so sand was not sand, it was grit. Right next to the hotel was a load of huts where people who worked at the hotel lived, and their sewage went into a river right into the sea, and we did not notice until near the end. We were not allowed to leave the hotel because we were warned it was not safe. Nearest town was miles away and rumors of being robbed, taken, etc. etc. We went on a trip the hotel organized, but the island we went to was all man-made and fake. The shops we got taken to were tourist traps. I felt like I had a holiday to the Caribbean, but it was not the real Caribbean, it just felt like a tourist trap. France had the most people that were dicks to me. Still a cool country though. When I went to France we only had one shop owner being a dick. The trick is say something in French and their faces light up. Even just bonjour. India. My worst trip, I'm sorry to say. The heat combined with the trash and crowds got me. Although there were good moments. I'd go back, but to a different region. Thai, Malaysia or Hong Kong. Malaysia shows exactly how awful religious police can be. Do not travel there alone if you are a woman. Hong Kong is a warren full of rude mole people that live inside buildings and subways. For good places, I highly recommend Thailand or Ireland. Jamaica. Went as part of a cruise. Hassle to spend money to the point of stopping short of a mugging. Being offered drugs by literally everyone we encountered. Was taken to an affluent part of the island near Montego Bay, which was little more than open building sites with unfinished buildings, clearly had not been worked on for years. Got physically dragged to a hut, to have my hair braided even though I'm a man with number 3 hair. The list goes on really. Did not like St. Martin though, definitely want to go back one day. I went to Ukraine in vacation with my family. It was horrible, the beaches were dirty and the sewage smell was everywhere. Sorry for my spelling. Morocco is a dusty hellhole where people drive like dicks. Took a cab in Marrakesh, and nearly took out 3 pedestrians and a cyclist in less than a mile. Have you been to Naples? I am sorry, but a lot of that city is a dump and full of the worst people I have come across in over 50 countries. When I visited Naples it was right after election, lots of Antifa graffiti, lots of trash. Gross. Russia. I did not like the architecture. It was either extremely depressing because it was plain or Soviet era, or extremely depressing because it was opulent and highlighted the income disparities. The museums we went to had all the same boring crap and I did not like the food. I was with a tour group though, so had I been able to make my own choices, I might have had a better time. Paris. It is absolutely filthy. The people are shitty. The food is awful. The desserts are good but everything else was unedible for me and my family. We ate most meals at this Chinese restaurant. Paris syndrome is a thing. El Salvador. Was eye-opening seeing military dudes with M16s guarding Subway sandwich joints. I believe they had the highest murder rate per capita of any country in the Western Hemisphere at the time we visited. Everyone was friendly, but it is definitely the type of place that you need a local to show you around. I can confirm, it's just Berlin that sucks so hard. Berlin is in fact so different from the rest of the country. In some stores, locales, restaurants, they do not even speak German at all. Berlin is probably the worst place to go in Germany. Ethiopia was by far the worst country I have ever visited. We were stared at wherever we went. Someone tried to grab my cell phone from my hand while I was in the taxi. I could not leave fast enough. Bali. Locals jack up the prices as much as 10 times. I once bought a coffee from a roadside stall with our tour guide and the receipt I was handed was crazy. My coffee was 5 times more expensive despite being the same order as our guide. Only positive thing is you get to polish your haggling skills. Jordan. Beautiful country, but several men were rude to us tourist women in the street. I felt unsafe. Yeah, that is most Middle Eastern culture for ya. Women are beneath men and usually treated horribly. America. I went to New York for a week believing all it would look as shiny and vibrant as you see on TV. It was grey concrete and scaffolding and the food was awful. Honestly, just the worst holiday I have had. France. The women are rude, there are pickpocketers everywhere, the food is overrated, I smelled piss nearly everywhere, store owners try to rip you off. France. It's dirty, people are always rude and there is nothing to do except in Paris. Sri Lanka. Corrupt, filthy, soggy, bunch of cultist thieves. Gorgeous place, but the people are vile. Austria. My buddy who came with me wore a shirt that said death from above. It was a really nice pinup style shirt with a girl on a bomber plane. However, Austria took a look at me, heavily tattooed, bearded and hung over from a gallery show the night before, and my fashion-inspired buddy. We ended up getting the full 9 yards of airport security. I was detained for 4 hours and him for 11. That was unpleasant. I am British. Probably India. 2008, overall due to the ever-present poverty and hassling by people selling me tat. Still had fun. Oman. 2008 to 2009, is clean and well kept. But you can see the South Asians working the menial jobs are treated like second-class citizens by the locals. They were not racist towards white people that I could see, and the South Asians loved us too as we treated them with respect. Norway. 2019. Do you really have to make beer so expensive? Iceland. 2014. Beautiful place, beer still too expensive, not Norway expensive though. USA. 1997, 2000, 2010, 2018. First night there in 2018, Jack's police arrested 6 of my colleagues and I got ripped off in an NYC club. Other than that, coolio, I like Virginia and North Carolina. Qatar. 2008. Hot but never left the USAF base. Kuwait. 2009. As above. But U.S. Army base. The armed motorcade we were part of was cool. Canada. 2010. Nailed a local the first night there, can't complain. Malta. 2008. Basically a drunken haze. France. 2004 to 1998, was a kid in 98 and barely 16 inches 04. Barman was rude though. Australia. 2001. So many insects. Please subscribe for more interesting Reddit topics.